Coliseum Stadium, home of the Smurf turf, for another edition of the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Fresno State Bulldogs offense will have the opening possession of the game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep.
It's a seam wide open. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Looking to fire. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy.
So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's got it near midfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. On the move, it's Hurley. Got the first down and more. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gets it out fast. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down. It's good. The lead is 6 in the first.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man out of the backfield. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
The Hilltoppers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He'll go to the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Hilltoppers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Hilltoppers will call on their punt team. got it near midfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Well, this running back can beat you with a lot of tools. He's got speed, he can shake you, he can spin away, and now he shows you the stiff arm. That was lethal before walking into the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Powers through the defender. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Now on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards.
Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Fresno State. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes a connection. Spins away from one. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Punt is in the air. He's got it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the defense got him at the 27. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Here on third down. Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Quarterback making checks. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right on the money. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Oh, they're after him. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, here's a classic situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Off the play fake. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless.
Turning it on. He's at the 50, the 30. He's at the, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in.
Let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quickly to the tight end. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The Hilltoppers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The corners are walked up tight. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Hilltoppers line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. At the 35, he's loose. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Now the toss. Touchdown, Bulldogs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Well, they may have to give this guy a homestead exemption in the end zone. He spent so much time in there, and we're not even at halftime.
I lost count. I don't know if that's probably on your stat sheet in front of you, but goodness gracious, that's at least 3 that I can remember, so he's having a heck of a day.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Back open in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking to throw for it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. A strike downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hilltopper. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Fresno State, 34, Western Kentucky, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Gonna swing it on second down. Gonna try to pop one on the screen. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. 1st and 10 coming up. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him this time. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Fresno State right back to the line. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Flips it out on the screen. Makes one man miss. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice.
Touchdown, Fresno State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. These corners going to give them some space. It's a draw. Breaks into the open. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
And I think that's a nice...
Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the wideout. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Finds a tight end down the gut. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Touchdown, Fresno State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8.
They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job, man. You got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
There he goes. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. He's got it on the right. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Hilltoppers will send out the punt unit. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. He'll pull it on the read. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Here's the handoff. Pass to 40. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Hilltoppers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on! Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the lone running back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some...
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Got the first down and more. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Touchdown, Fresno State! And they take it in for 6 more points. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Maybe a little too bold on that return as he's out of bounds at the 11. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hilltoppers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not a very good punt under the pressure. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Hilltoppers will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Sure hands, it's Gossett. Across the 25, he's got room. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He's taking the shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back has it. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground with the running back. Just ran over it. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football.
Breaks into the open. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Got his man.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
you hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll move the tight end. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man on the right. There he goes. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Hilltoppers will punt it away on 4th down. Now on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He has the first and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on
racing to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like...
Oh, he's got some space. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Hilltoppers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field, making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll toss it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Hilltoppers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Here comes the option. Running toward the goal line, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise. The defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make them make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover it in the backfield.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Trying play action. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Got his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
Tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Bulldogs have taken it inside the 20. Back to pass on second down. Into the end zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Fresno State lines up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Looking to throw on first down. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
He wants a big play here late. It's picked off and another empty drive. Trying to take it back.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give to the back. Got room to work. Turning it on. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Fires to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit him right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every...